Hi guys, so this is my analysis on Ethereum. If you watched my previous analysis on Ethereum, I said I'm expecting Ethereum to push up a little bit before we now see a down move on Ethereum. And my reason was because we can see there was a trend line right here and we saw a break of structure. So I said there's a possibility that we must push to the upside before we now continue to the downside. And my targets were around my negative 27% fib level and also my 61.8% fib level. And my reason is because if you watch my previous analysis on trend line, you know, I said most of the time price action rejects of my negative 27%, so I prefer my target around that area. But why I predicted this might actually go up to my 61.8% fib level, and that was because if you look left at this candle right at this level, there's an imbalance that needs to be filled around that level. And that also aligns really well with my negative 61.8% fib level. So I said that we're gonna there's a possibility we might get to that level before we reverse to the downside. But as you can see, if I delete this image that I have here, you can see that we just got to my negative 27% level before we start reversing to the downside. So I'm just going to reanalyze it based on the current price action that I'm seeing, because I'm still seeing more of a down move as of right now. So let me just draw a trend line around this area right here. So you can see there's a trend line. I can delete this my minor Fibonacci since it has played out, and let's see what next. I can also draw a trend line right at this level right here. I can readjust my fib level right here. Then I can draw a trend line around this level just to see. Yeah, so we are currently on a downside. Let me go to a lower time frame just to have a clearer picture. We can see we've been breaking structure around this level. We can see here break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. So I'm seeing more of like a rate to continue to the downside. So we can also use a trend line right here to just to give us a little bit more support to see how it's going to move. And go to it. Yep. So what are we seeing? We can see when it breaks structure, it just goes up, and we see more structure breaking and moving down. So my overall target as of right now is my negative 27% fib level for the overall. And why I said overall is because if you watch my analysis, right, I do my structure based on like major and minor for the current price action. And what I'm saying is you can see this overall right here is like my current major move, which is the downtrend right now as of the current. Why the inner part, let me use another color, why this inner part right here is my minor structure as of that moment. That was why I said when it goes to like the bullish negative 27% fib level, it's rejected over that level, but I'm still targeting my overall bearish move, bearish direction, which is completion of this one, which is around my this 1690, my negative 27%. I'm still predicting it to get to that place before we now see what next. And this is my next prediction around this trend line right here. So if you go to the upper side, right, if I go to the higher time frame, the trend line, we can see that there's the trend line has been around this level. First target, second target, third target. There's a possibility we might push down to around that trend line as well, which is like the fourth touch. I mean, first touch, second touch, third touch. Might get around that trend line for like the fourth touch, and also that trend line also aligns really well with my negative 61.8%. So that is why I said there's a possibility, higher possibility that we might get down to my negative 61.8% before we now continue to push up. But my target is my 1690, which is my negative 27% fib level. That is where I'm currently targeting before we know how that plays. So that see, because whenever we get to my negative 27%, there's always a possible that it might reverse. So we might just come to that level right there, my negative 27. We might come here and possible reverse, because if I extend this trend line right here, let me go to a smaller time frame. Okay, so if I extend this trend line right here, right, I see a possible move that we might get to my negative 61, my negative 27% fib level right there. Then we are going to reverse around that level to push to my trend line right here. So we can have first touch, second touch, a possible third touch before we now continue to my overall target, which is my negative 61.8%, 1565. So those are the scenario and possibility that I think might happen, but we can't predict the future. But I'm just predicting right now based on my current price action. And if the price action changes, I'm going to modify and change along with the current price action. But what am I seeing here? Let me just draw what I'm seeing currently. I see it coming to around this side. Or there's a possibility that we might still push up to this to now give us this. This is a possibility as well. As of right now, I just see it's pushing because we can see how it's rejecting. Let me go to a smaller time frame to see more candles and see how we are rejecting. So we can see how it's rejecting. It's just breaking structure, coming and making a move. If I zoom in a little bit on this current price action, we can see there was a break of structure around this area. There is an imbalance here, and it's already at that imbalance to fill. So I'm just predicting it's just going to be pushing down, coming here, break structure, come here to test, come down here, break structure as well, come here to test, come down here, break structure as well, until we now finally get to my negative 27 before we now see a push to the upside. Those are just my prediction of what I see might happen on Ethereum, but my overall target is down at that level though, so we just have to see how that plays out. But let me just draw where it is currently to my overall target. So that is my prediction on Ethereum, guys. I hope you like this video, and if you like this analysis, please don't forget to share, comment and like, and I'll see you in my next analysis on Ethereum. Thank you.